Hi, I'm Becca, and this is my husband, Gabe.
That's me.
Welcome to the podcast celebrating Jack Russell Terrier dogs.
And all the joys of companionship with canines of every kind.
Each week, we'll explore all the heartfelt, humbling, and hilarious stories that only dog parents can truly relate to. We're Jack Russell parents. Happy National Love Your Pet Day, puppy parents.
Happy.
If ever there was a superfluous holiday in our home, it's this one. Every day is Love Your Pet Day here.
True that. But Carson didn't even get a present, though.
He's still loving his squeaky polar bear birthday present, as y'all can hear and see in his socials at Jrt Podcast. The present we do have for everyone today is an insightful and entertaining interview with a wonderful lady.
That's right. So let's jump right on into it. Today, we have the honor of welcoming the esteemed chairperson of the great organization that might just love Jrts even more than we do. Hard to imagine, I know.
Yes, if there's anyone who can love these precious pups as much as we do, it's the Jack Russell Terrier Club of America. Dear puppy parents, help us welcome Chairperson of the Jrtca, Catherine Brown. Hello, Catherine. Welcome to Jack Russell Parents.
Oh, thank you. And don't call me esteemed. I'm not even steamy anymore. I'm just an old Jack Russell working woman who loves them.
All right, that's good to know.
Being a Jack Russell parent myself, I am addicted to them. I'm on the Jack Russell patch. I have to stop at 4.
Oh, wow. 4.
Yes.
I love that you said you're on the Jack Russell patch.
Yeah, 4 is my limit because I train them all. They all get trained.
Awesome.
They do agility, and my puppy now I want to hunt with. She's got a lot of drive.
Wow.
Amazing. So fantastic. So why are Jrts the most lovable dog breed ever?
Well, because they're comedians. They have this funny side, and yet you have to treat them like a loaded gun because if you leave the door open,
Right.
they're going to shoot out and go hunting without you.
Yes.
Or go on an adventure, a bit of a walkabout. So we have double security at our house. We have a catch pen on the inside of the door.
Oh, smart.
And a catch pen on the outside of the door. And I have signs all over the door. Do not let the dogs out.
Smart.
Because they forget they have family that love them at home and go on bad adventures if given the chance. So we have high security. I call our dog yard that's fenced in Dogatraz.
That's fantastic. Carson, our JRT, got out for the first time, really, because I try so hard, but he ran down the street. He was on a mission. It was difficult to catch.
Yes, they don't even say goodbye. They never send you a postcard. They have gone to the moon.
That's true. That's true.
Well, ours are bad because we have a place down the road past the farmers' fields that does recycling of parts of cars.
Mm-hmm.
So when mine get out, they shoot over there and get under things that I can't get them out and start working things that live underneath the wrecks that are touching the ground.
Wow. They know where all the goodies are.
Oh, yes. And it takes sometimes a predator call to get them to come out, electronic predator call. And then you got to scoop them up quick.
Oh, wow.
They are hardwired for adventure and hunting.
Yes.
They are. Absolutely.
That's in them. And it will stay in them because they are a working terrier.
Absolutely.
That you can apply to so many different things.
Mm-hmm.
You can fly ball, obedience, agility, scenting, racing, all the wonderful things that these dogs can be aimed at and trained to do.
Yes, they're so headstrong, but because they're so smart, they can do just the most amazing things if you can get them to cooperate.
Oh, right. You've got to get their attention either with toy or food. And I'll tell you, they will learn and they love to have a job.
Yes.
But you're right. They have that runaway gene.
Yeah.
So how did you get involved with and become the chairperson for the Jrtca?
Well, I got hooked on them. I had the first two given to me by friends that I fox hunted with the Genesee Valley Hunt in Geneseo
Wow.
when I followed hounds earlier in life. And I had the first two given to me, and that was it. I became a Jack Russell maniac.
Yes.
I became a working judge first in the field hunting. And then I went through the program to be a confirmation judge because actually the well-built dog is also the one well-built for hunting because it was modeled after the red fox. So everything about the Jack Russell is reflected from the standard of the fox being intelligent, small-chested, great drive, and a sense of humor. I've seen a fox sit and watch the field catch up so they could run more.
Wow.
Just kind of wait for the hounds and then take off.
They think it's a game.
And they can climb trees. The fox can get away. They know where every earth is. And the Jack Russell was developed to be the little missile that once the fox went to ground, in Great Britain, they would put a Jack Russell in the earth to bolt the fox. And I had the wonderful privilege of having a Jack Russell that would bolt the fox until that was banned by the Foxhound Association of America in the 90s because of some bad footage that showed terriers breaking up a fox. Yeah, they're not meant to kill. They are meant to locate. So they have to have a soft nature. So you can reach in the hole when you dig to them. And first of all, you want that white so you know it's the dog and not a fox.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because I have this theory, don't kill it unless you're going to eat it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's how I feel about hunting as well. There's no need to just kill animals for killing's sake.
Right. No, we hope that the animal's there for another day. Sometimes farmers really want you to dispatch groundhogs, especially if they have cows or horses, because those holes, horses or cows step in and break legs.
Right. Oh.
So they really want them dispatched, but that's another story.
Yeah. So what are some great things the JRTCA is doing for the breed itself?
Well, what it's done since the beginning in 1976 was have a wonderful registry. When I take the forms to register a dog at a year, you can only register them at a year. You have to take them to the vet and have them checked out for any obvious genetic defects because you don't want to breed a dog with obvious bad bite or luxating patellas or umbilical hernia. You want to have the healthiest specimens.
Yeah.
And also the best thing about the JRTCA too is we now have an associated foundation where we are testing for genetic faults. We found the markers for PLL and other difficulties. That's primary lens luxation. And if we can get the marker for cataracts, it'll be a gorgeous thing because dogs as humans are prone to cataracts. And if we find where we can breed dogs that don't develop cataracts, we'll be well off.
Cool.
The club offers many services, pedigree services, registration, certificates. And although we are our own club, we do issue titles and honors and have many events where members are embraced. A new member comes and we show them around to the different events like Raisin and Go to Ground and Super Earth. We even at Nationals have a ball toss and there are all kinds of events besides confirmation. So it's a lot of fun. And I will say that my Jack Russell friends are friends for life.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Fellow Jack Russell parents.
There's a special bond there, isn't there?
Yes, that's right. We're their caretakers and we have to protect them from themselves, as we've all found.
Yes.
That's exactly what we say.
Because they do have that naughty streak. I call them thugs in clown suits.
Wow. That's fantastic.
Yes.
It's a great image because they'll be in bed with you and then they'll smell a raccoon or a deer in the backyard. They can be sound asleep and snoring, jump out and all run out the dog door to find out what's out there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. We
They
had a
turn
cat
on a
come in our
dime.
backyard last night, and Carson didn't rest for a while.
Oh, no. They know it's out there and they've got to move it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's their job.
Yep.
It is. Very loyal protectors.
Have you found that they steal things by chance?
Oh, yes. My oven mitt, both of them are somewhere under the couch, and that's on my list of things to do today. I've got to fish things out. It's the puppy, it steals things.
Oh.
Socks, gloves. If a sock is missing, it's under the couch in her lair.
Yes, their
fantastic.
lair. I love it.
So I don't know if you've seen it yet, but the Netflix cartoon Dogs in Space has a Jack Russell Terrier character named Ed, and one of his primary characteristics is he likes to steal.
Mm-hmm. And he calls it his loot.
Oh, yes, yes. They are naughty, but they're fun, though. I mean, you've got to forgive them for being naughty because they're so loving.
Yes.
I have one on my lap right now.
No.
Who's usually very busy, but she's here. Planted on my lap for this.
Oh.
She's waiting for her question.
That's it. What's your question?
This is-
Lucy?
That's so great. Now seems like a great time to refresh our coffee and hug our Jack Russells. We'll be right back.
11-year-old Walter just may die of boredom doing the most boring summer ever. While exploring an abandoned garden, Walter discovers a mystical elf world where all dead plants spring to life at his touch. The downtrodden elves think Walter is there to save them with his new life-giving powers, to defeat the wicked Ichabod van Snothoof before he sucks everyone's joy dry with his never-ending list of rules. Walter will need to use his best power yet, his imagination. In a dying, oppressed world, one boy has the power to bring freedom and life. Walter Plume and the Dehydrated Imagination will take you and your middle grade reader on a thrilling journey while igniting the depths of your imagination. Boys the Book says, beautiful imagery leads to spectacular world building in this fantasy that will leave the young reader glued to the pages. Relatable characters add to the magic of the story with never a dull moment. Get your magical fingers on a copy of Walter Plume and the Dehydrated Imagination by Rebecca Lynn Morales, now at Amazon.com. Find out more at walterplume.com. Let Walter and his story awaken your beautiful and creative imagination.
We're back with the lovely Catherine Brown, chairperson for the Jack Russell Terrier Club of America.
We read on the interwebs that you're also a board member of the JRT Museum in Maryland.
Oh, my goodness. First of all, we also have a library, and we have some precious antique books regarding the history of the Jack Russell Terrier that were donated by our founder, Elsa Crawford, who passed away.
Mm.
And we have photographs, we have paintings there, we have all kinds of information. We're going to be posting educational videos there. And under oddities, we have a stuffed albino fox that was found dead in the road.
Oh, wow.
Under curiosities.
Wow, that is the curiosity.
Yes, it is. And there's a setup for a go-to-ground so people can see. We do want to encourage membership because it is a great organization and we're only concerned with Jack Russells.
So great.
It's the best club possible. Wonderful people in it, great dogs. Lots of fun. Lots of fun.
That's so great. I have one other question for you. One of my passions is writing, specifically writing for children. I read that in addition to the various boards that you serve on, you are a member of the Dog Writers Association of America?
Well, I've written 3 books on Jack Russells.
Oh,
Well, tell us
wow.
about those.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, the Courageous Companion book is out of print now, but they do appear occasionally on the internet for purchase, but the dog hasn't changed, so the information in the book hasn't changed.
Sure.
The Jack Russell is unchanged. That's the joy. So many breeds have changed according to what is fashion in the ring, in the conformation ring. And where our dogs haven't changed. If anything, they've become better. They've become closer to the standard. And of the American Jack Russell is a fine Jack Russell. Some of the best in the world. And I've seen them in England. I've seen them in South Africa. I've seen them in Japan. I've judged in South Africa and Japan. Met lovely people in both countries. And I've visited England and met some of the finest terrier men. Greg Mousley, I went hunting with him. Great fun. Great fun. I was known as the American who would dig.
I love it.
And the guy said, don't tell our wives what fun this is, because we like to do this without our wives.
Oh, no.
Yes, those naughty Brits who love their terriers.
Oh, yes.
Because not everybody rich had Jack Russells. You know, a man would have one or two kind of rough terriers they would take out for personal sport. So they were sort of the common man's dog, too.
Yeah, a lot of our fan base is in England, New Zealand, Australia.
Oh, yes.
I didn't realize it was a much popular breed overseas than here.
Yes, yes. And there are little variations on the theme from country to country, too. So that's why we have a very broad breed standard because it's different kinds of work.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So we need to know about your dogs, their names and all the precious things that they do.
Oh, goodness. I just lost my wonderful Jack Russell treetop twister acorn.
Oh.
He excelled in hunting. He got a bronze medallion.
Awesome.
He won titles in JRTCA agility, teacup agility, and canine performance events. But he was a real dyed-in-the-wool hunter. He was a great hunting dog. In fact, he got a ribbon after his death because he had achieved so much in different venues.
Oh, wow.
That he received this big ribbon from the TDAA, the Teacup Association, because he achieved so much in hunting and other venues. He was a good go-to-ground. That counted. He was a good racer at one point. So he got a versatility award.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, and I have two of his offspring. I have Windy and Thunder, and now I have Flurry. So they're all named after weather.
Wow.
I love it.
That's fantastic.
They are like the weather. They change. And
Oh yes, and I've got two that are just about ready to compete. Thunder's ready. And Windy, who gets a little performance anxiety around big dogs. I think she'll be okay with small dogs. But anyways, Thunder is hale and hearty, and he's going to compete this season in agility.
How exciting.
But the puppy I want to hunt, she's got a lot of hunting drive.
Awesome.
The one who steals things.
Aha. Curious.
That's fantastic.
Yep, I got hooked on these dogs in the 80s, and they really became my life. And I've been happy to be the chairperson. It's a job I love, and it's fun. And there's so much to do, and there's so much for the future of this breed. And this is a dog we need to stay loyal to our club, the Jack Russell Club of America, because we offer everything anybody could use or want and enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying, please join the club, all of you listeners.
Absolutely.
And you can join online.
Fantastic. Yes.
TheRealJackRussell.com.
Yes, that's it. It should be the true Jack Russell. We know it's real, but we're true. We're not variants. We have been unchanged.
Oh, that's great.
And we're very, very strong about that. What a wonderful dog.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, the slogan for our show is more than a dog, almost a person, so much to love. It sounds like you agree with that.
Oh my God, they have such personalities. Yes, they're so lovable. They're so lovable. Mine at night, of course, we sleep with 4 dogs in the bed.
Yep.
They like to sleep with their head. Thunder sleeps with his head on mine oftentimes. And he purrs.
Oh.
His father purred Twister was the first one. One day I said, the only thing missing is a Jack Russell that purrs, and he started purring for me. His son purrs.
Yeah.
When I pet him, he purrs.
Aw,
Carson
that's the
does that
sweetest.
sometimes too. In the mornings, especially when you pet him.
Mhm.
Yes, when they're the happiest and most relaxed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's funny. I wonder how many other people have purring Jack Russells.
It's like he's saying, "Oh yeah, that's the spot."
Yeah, he's like,
Keep
oh,
that
yeah, a
coming.
little to the right.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
good.
that's good. Aw, it's so great. So, Catherine, we have next a quick round of Zoomies for you, a Zoomies questions.
Okay.
These are silly questions, some dog related, some not, but mostly just an opportunity for us to get to know you.
Okay. What fun.
Yeah, so we'll just ask a question. You give us the first thing that pops into your mind, and we'll go through them real fast.
Okay.
All right. Number 1, chocolate chip cookies or oatmeal raisin cookies?
Oatmeal raisin.
Nice. Would you rather have the ability to see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future?
Neither. I want it right now.
Nice. All right.
I have gratitude for this very moment, every one of them.
I love that.
Rebecca's trying to get me to be that way too.
Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude.
That's
Alrighty.
a great way to live.
Speaking of gratitude, what is your favorite guilty pleasure restaurant?
Oh, the T&G in Lakeville. Their Reuben sandwich is wonderful.
Ooh, that sounds great.
Oh.
Catherine, if you were a tree, what kind of tree would you be?
An oak tree.
Nice.
Yes, my daughter made my treetop image. It's oak leaves and acorns because my first dogs were from Little Acorn Farm.
Oh, perfect. I love that.
Yes, we've had several, and it was Little Acorn Farm. They were people I followed hounds with on horseback, and I had a lot of fun with.
Awesome.
Fantastic. So what's the next bucket list activity that you're going to complete?
Oh, I want to do a zip line.
Okay.
Awesome.
Those
Like
are
in a
fun.
particular place or just anywhere?
I've got to find one that I can do. Because it's a little scary. It sounds like fun. I really want to do it.
It does. Yeah. Totally sounds like fun. And finally, if you were a JRT, would you be a smooth, rough, or broken coat?
Oh, I want to be a rough coat because I live in this climate and you need a lot of coat. My dogs all need grooming, but not till it warms up
Yeah.
or they start shedding.
That's right.
Yes, we have a good vacuum cleaner because they do shed.
Shed like
Yes,
crazy.
They do.
And the smooth shed more than the rough or broken.
People always assume the opposite.
Right.
Yeah. We know the struggle. We are. Carson is a smooth coat. So
Yes.
Oh, yes. You have to have a good vacuum cleaner. That Bissell Pet one is awesome.
okay, good to know.
All right.
I
I'm going
look
to go
into
to
that.
Amazon.com right now. Well, we had an absolute blast talking with you, Catherine. It was an honor getting to know you and learning about the JRTCA.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you very much. And thank you for your work for the Jack Russell.
Oh, absolutely.
Yay, fellow parents.
Yay.
We're all on the patch, aren't we?
We are.
Because we're addicted to them.
we are.
They're the best.
You take care, folks. Much love.
Aw, thank you. Much love to you, Catherine. And much love to the Jack Russell Terrier Club of America. Thank y'all for everything you do to celebrate and protect the legacy of the most amazing breed of dog in the history of ever.
I agree.
You can find out more about the JRTCA at their website, therealjackrussell.com. There you can register your dog, become a member, learn about the breed, or discover the many awesome JRT 11 events they hold every year.
And don't forget to check out the Jack Russell Terrier Museum and Crawford Library. They're at jackrussellterriermuseum.com. There you'll see how the history of our favorite breed is being preserved. And please consider contributing to their noble efforts as they raise money for a permanent museum location. There's a convenient yellow PayPal button to make a secure, tax-deductible donation just like we did.
What a perfect way to celebrate Love Your Pet Day. Is there anything more lovable than these little big dogs, these thugs in clown costumes, these legendary Jack Russell Terriers?
Carson agrees.
Did you enjoy this episode? Did you learn from the content? Or did you just have a good, relatable laugh? Well, now what? It's time to subscribe, follow, keep listening, and give a positive review on the Apple Podcast app. Then share the podcast with other puppy parents. This will allow us to connect you and your friends with fun, dog-loving content week after week. Until next time, this is Becca and Gabe, the Jack Russell parents.
Say bye, Carson.
We'd love to connect with you online at jackrussellparents.com or on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at JRT Podcasts. That's at JRT for Jack Russell Terrier Podcast.
The Jack Russell Parents Podcast is produced by Earball Audio.
Jack Russell Parents is brought to you in part by Super Chewer. From the makers of BarkBox, Super Chewer is a themed monthly delivery of toys and treats made especially for dogs who play harder and demand a challenge. Simply go to jackrussellparents.com and click the Super Chewer link to enjoy their great offers while also supporting our podcast.